Manure, waste, slurry, cow pies, droppings, even meadow muffins, whatever you choose to call it, if it comes from the back end of a cow or a chicken, farmers know it is nutrients, and it has to be dealt with. So, what's the scoop on poop?
Whether for chickens, hogs, dairy, or beef cattle, manure seems pretty passive. But an average cow can produce close to 150 pounds of it per day. Here at the Jones family farm in Massey, Maryland, there are nearly 1,600 cows. You do the math. But the good news is, one man's manure is another's fertilizer, a gift from livestock that makes crops grow. Almost magically, manure is transformed by a more dignified title to nutrients.
Farmers have known for a long time that in order for their crops to grow, they need certain nutrients, and among them are the big three: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And manure has all of them.
We're trying to utilize those nutrients to the best of our ability, and in a lot of cases, that's also the best environmental thing. We're not going to put nutrients down that the crop isn't going to take up. We don't want these nutrients going to the bay. We don't want them going to the rivers. If that happens, our crops didn't use them.
So nutrients are very good for the crops. The bad news is these nutrients make everything else grow, especially algae inside waterways in the bay. When the algae blooms die, they steal the oxygen from critters, and this destroys life in the bay and waterways. Ugly stuff.
We're very involved in the water around us, and certainly concerned to take care of it.
So this is quite an operation you have here. Tell me what's going on.
Basically, this system is designed to reduce the phosphorus in the waste liquid that we're applying to our crop in order to allow us to blend back custom fertilizer for our growing crops.
Translation? Sean installed this separator, which pulls apart the extra phosphorus from the manure. This allows Sean to apply to his crop only what it needs to grow, not a lot of extra nutrients that could potentially run off into waterways.
In this tank here, we're drawing from that big lagoon and bringing in the waste where we're pre-treating it prior to entering into the reactors for the phosphorus removal.
It's quite a way to go to keep manure at bay and keep it from going into the bay. But the nutrients it contains is really valuable to farmers. But is there a way to harness the benefits of manure other than spreading it as fertilizer? Here at Kilby's dairy farm in Cecil County, Bill Kilby is using science and farmer know-how, turning manure into money, kind of, in the form of energy. Tons and tons of waste ends up here, a giant tank known as a methane digester. The methane is trapped and used to make electricity.
But this was one of the most exciting parts of my life when we first did this. And I say we did it almost ourselves when this motor actually started on gas created from cow manure. I mean, you couldn't think about it. Why isn't everybody doing this?
Under this bubble is a huge man-made stomach. The digester swallows tons of manure, and when Bill adds some digesting bacteria, kind of like probiotics, a chemical reaction handles the rest. Bill knows it's working when the stomach gets bloated.
So methane digesters in general have a kind of life of their own. It depends on what you feed them, on how well they produce gas.
And that gas is about 70% methane and 30% carbon dioxide. And yes, you shouldn't light a match near it.
It's just gas. So you can, you can walk on it. If the gas wasn't in it, it would just be laying flat.
The captured methane powers this motor to keep the digester working, and these two generators that supply a third of the electrical power to the farm, powering everything from lights to fans to farm equipment.
Call it cash for gas.
Methane digesters also decrease the amount of phosphorus in manure, meaning less phosphorus that could make its way into the bay.
The leftover material has fewer nutrients and is less harmful to the environment when spread on the fields.
Cow manure is really rich in nutrients, but there's another type of fertilizer that farmers and landscapers absolutely love.
And we've got it by the truckload here in Maryland. What does golf have to do with chicken farming on the Eastern Shore? More than you might think. When processed into time-release pellets, chicken manure is a favorite fertilizer for growers and landscapers all over the country. Chickens are a huge part of Maryland agriculture, and chicken litter is a valuable product because of its high nutrient content. But those nutrients are a double-edged sword. Good for growing, not so good for the waterways in excess.
Since opening in 2001, Purdue Agri-Recycle set out to do what no one else had done. They created the first ever large-scale litter pelletizing operation.
It is recycled. I feel a lot better about that. It's shipped all over the United States. Whoever actually does need it is receiving it, no matter where it is.
Lee West points out that the litter has to go somewhere.
I kind of saw down the road things were changing a little bit. There's less farmland each year, so there is going to be a surplus of litter at some point. It's kind of good that everybody's getting set up for the future to start recycling it.
The end product is a completely organic pellet that slowly releases nutrients into the soil. Look at the turf the next time you're sinking a putt. The term birdie could have a whole new meaning.